All right. We should be good to go. We should be good to go. Salute to everybody that's here. My apologies about earlier. My apologies about the connectivity we were having earlier. I went and I reset the entire network, and hopefully now we'll be good. Hopefully. All right. We should be good. We're good to go. All right. Stephanie G, moderator in the building, was good. Juice Rock was good, my boy. Lintonero, Baby Blue. All right, let's get this going. We got a bunch of news to talk about today. We got Hater World Media. Okay, brought to you by Hater World Media. Brought to you by the Hater World, better said. How much push-ups do you do? I haven't started. I was planning on signing up to the gym today. I haven't ate all day. I said I'm gonna eat once a day. So, I'll probably eat later on tonight once, and then I was planning on going to the gym like late night. Poison says, "What up, Chismosa? Cubo was good, was good. Peco 13 in the building. Lil Brazy. Oh, I'll give you guys the news behind that, bro. Controversy, bro. Okay. But we'll get to it later down the show. I'll tell you guys exactly what happened. All right. I'll give you guys the 411 on that situation. All right. It'll probably never happen again. I mean, it'll probably never. He'll probably never come here. I'll tell you guys why. Oh, this fool says no, bro. Megabytes per second. Oh, I thought you meant push-ups, fool. Oh, this fool. I thought you meant push-ups. Damn, nah, megabits per second. My download is like 1,000, like anywhere from like 7 to 1,000, and then my upload, I got the highest there is here is 35, which is nothing, dog. It's nothing. You need 25 to go live in 4K, so I suck up all of that. But then sometimes it's not a stable 35. See, that's why we crashed because it's not a stable 35 upload. So it'll vary. It'll go 35, 29, 32, 27. Sometimes it'll drop to 20. So when it does drop to like 20, that's when we start lagging because of the fact that you need 25 for a 4K setup, and then when it drops to 20, bam. You feel me? That's why most content creators go 1080, bro. Go look at anybody's podcast. 1080, 1080, 1080, because you only need about 7 megabyte upload for a 1080. But I'm not content with 1080, bro. I'm a quality type of guy, homie. So I rather I rather struggle, but every time I struggle, I perfect something. You feel what I'm saying? Like, all right, that fucked up. Let me tweak this. Let me tweak that. Let me see what I can do to, and it makes me better at what I do. So I'm cool with it. I don't want to do no 1080, dog. We're not in 2009 no more. I used to do 1080 in 2009, bro. Why the fuck would I do 1080 in 2025, bro? All right. Look up Net Duma router, bro. But the router is the I'm gonna connect. I'm straight hardwire, and that's not even if I put a router, it's not gonna give me that extra upload that I need because I'm already maxed out with what the provider company provides in this area. They did say that fiber optic is coming in July, and I'll have the same upload as download. So download should be at 1,000, upload will be at 1,000. That right there, bro, is when shit'll be beautiful. We'll be able to stream in every fucking room in here all at the same time with no issue. But that they said in July, so hopefully in July we'll get the fiber optics. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button. We only got 12 likes. Come on. It's one. Let's say we started this at one. We'll stay until two. I do have a video dropping later on Blue Devil, the official Blue Devil. I was gonna drop it early in the morning, but I just forgot. Oh no, not this. Not up yet. Hold on. But they will make you pay for the installation of the fiber. No, they said that there'll be fiber available in this whole area. Right now, if I want fiber, then yeah, I gotta pay for them to come dig holes. But they said that in July, this whole area should have fiber. And they also told me that the price ain't gonna change because whatever you have upload, you'll have download. I mean, whatever you have download, it'll be upload at the same cost. It's just something that they're implementing me. They're implementing in the area, and that's true because like 10 years ago, bro, I used to have a studio up the street, and they didn't have Spectrum over there. All they had was Frontier, right? Uh, and they wanted to charge me extra for them to come drill holes and put uh Spectrum in the building where I was at. But all the neighbors, all the units, we all got together. We all signed some papers. We all said we wanted that shit, and they came and they did it for free, and they did because everybody was signing up for Spectrum in that little area. So that's the same shit that's happening here. Everybody wants fiber, so they're gonna come and do it in July. So hopefully. All right, I do got a video dropping. I don't know why it didn't pop up. Oh, there it is right there. I know why it didn't pop up. Hold on. There you go. It's gonna drop right now at 2:30. Bandit Loco was good. I didn't put it on the I did not put it on the I didn't put it on the playlist. That's why. Guarantee you that's what it is. There it goes. All right, I need everybody to hit the like button real quick, all right, before we get started. All right. Boxing pick looks sus. Why, fool? Why you about to be thinking about all that weird shit? Come on, man. Get it together, bro. Get it together, bro. There you go. Boom. All right. It should be on the front page now. What the fuck, bro? Well, there it is, bro. It's in the videos. I don't know why it's not on the front page. But there it is. It's going to drop at 2:30. Oh, make sure you guys go watch it. The Island Boys versus uh Charleston White. I shot that video at 1 in the morning last night. I had to wait here for somebody, and I ended up waiting until 1:30, bro, in the morning. So I just shot a video while I was waiting. All right, let's go. Let's go. As a matter of fact, I got a piece of news real quick that didn't get to go up quite yet. Let me grab it for you guys. Damn, I don't even know the password to that bitch. Hold on. God damn, I'm so unorganized. Hold on, give me a minute. I don't even have access to my own account, bro. There it is. I just sent it to myself. Hold on. Check this out.
All in because the
That's Julian, Newman, and Oblivion. If you don't know who I did drink a Red Bull this morning, fool, but it was a small one. If you don't know who Oblivion is, that's one of the biggest live streamers right now all over the Kick and the Twitch. You know, he does the live stream and he's all with the little bad highness and shit. You know, but he fighting Julian Newman coming up. You know, and they were both in the ring for some reason, and Julian slapped. He slapped Oblivion. He slapped him twice, homie. But Oblivion didn't back down. That's beautiful right there. That's beautiful. He Julian slapped him, you know, with the left, and then Oblivion went in for a punch, and then Julian hit him with another open hand slap. Boom, look at that. Respect to Oblivion, fool, for not backing down. You know, this is gonna be a real good fight right here. This is not gonna be one of those like make believe fights where they like you know, like the Charleston White versus Island Boy. That one looked goofy. You could tell these two dudes right here are gonna have a real good fight by the way they stand, bro. And I want to go to that one. They invited me to go to that one. You know, VIP access, my boy. VIP access. I might just go and live stream for the squad, homie, for the homies. It's gonna be. I don't know where it's gonna be. I think they said it's gonna be somewhere like far, bro. Like I remember he told me it's gonna be like in Oklahoma or some shit like that. You know, Joshua Raw was good. So I got VIP to pull up. I might just pull up and go mingle with the live streamers. Now look, people be like, Blue Devil, why you don't go outside, right? Why you don't go? Fool, where do you want me to go? You guys want me to go kick it with LA Icon and all these fucking guys at these little Chicano rap events? For what? I'm invited VIP to where all the big time live streamers are at. That's who I want to go kick it with. If I want to go kick it with Cholos, I go kick it with the homies. I'll call the homies right now. If we pull up, let's kick it. Fucking want to go kick it with a bunch of Chicano rap Cholos, my boy. Now look, there is an exception. You know, I'll go kick it with like Capone. I'll go kick it with like Shadow, Little One, because they're legends. That's a little different. But go kick it with these up and coming cholo rappers? Fool, you tripping. The fuck I wanna be kicking it with them fools for? You know? I wanna go kick it with these motherfuckers, bro. Straight up. Straight up. And I was invited, you know, VIP access to the fight of Oblivion and Julian Newman. You know. What up, baby Los? Lintonero, what's good, my boy? You gotta take flight on that goofy Charleston White. See, that's the problem, fool. People always like that's the problem. Look, that's the problem, right? If I go to this event and Charleston White is there, right? And I take a flick with the guy or we chop it up, you know what people are gonna say? You's a bitch. You's a bitch. You marked out. You had that fool in front of you and you didn't do nothing for the raza. That's what people gotta get out their head, fool. Like, there's a time and a place for everything, number one. Number two, 99.9% of the internet is fake. So the shit that he's probably saying when you see him in person, he's gonna tell you that's just internet shit. In which true reality, 99.9% of it, it is. It's all for the views, it's all for the clout, it's all for the, you know, for the money. It's all for the money. It's all for the money. And if you're in close proximity with people like this, why the fuck would you fuck it up over trying to impress a group of watchers that are probably goofies? Why, bro? Why? You feel what I'm saying? Joshua says, shout out Julian Newman's sister. She's cool, bro. She been right here to the pod. We did a podcast. I haven't clipped it up yet, but she's hella cool, bro. She is hella cool. All these people that sometimes we got the misconception that they're celebrities and they think they're better than everybody, but a lot of times, bro, they just be hella cool, homie. They're just misunderstood. You know? They're just misunderstood. That's all it is. Nah, Carlos Naranjo, nah, I didn't mean it towards you, but I just mean it towards the people that are probably gonna feel that way. You feel what I'm saying? The people that are actually gonna say some dumb shit. People really believe CW character is real, dude. It's a normal ass cat and a good hand shoulders. He looks like it, dog. You know. But all right, let's get to the next piece of news. Big shout out to Oblivion and Julian Newman, bro. They got a fight popping up, so let the best man win, fool. Let the best man win. All right, let's go. Let's start at the bottom. Oh, let's do this one real quick, okay? Just to get it out the way. No rap. I think all of them put together will never have 100K in jewelry.
Oh no, cause I got the goons around. That be the thing. Like this is not even nothing to even think about. Like I got 100K worth of jewelry on when I want to. Like I'll pop my shit.
They said 100K worth of jewelry.
Sometimes.
There's rappers that don't even have 100K.
Oh no, but I got receipts for mine. I could literally pull up my motherfucking insurance information. Like I play no games. It depends on the motion. If I feel comfortable there, I might put my shit on. This pussy is worth it. I work for this. So sometimes I want to put all my shit on. Sometimes I don't want to put none of my shit on. It just depends on how the fuck I'm feeling because that's just me. But my point is, don't ever get it fucked.
We got a genre called Chicano rap, right? It's Mexicans from Southern Cali that do rap music, right?
Yeah.
I think all of them put together will never have 100K in jewelry.
Well, we could do some shit. I know they like to cook, and I love Spanish food. So, like, maybe we could do like a.
Okay, so look, this is what you call clip farming. Because I'm trying to put everybody up on game, okay? This is what you call clip farming. I knew it was going to get a reaction out of everybody, so I thought it was a perfect time to insert a insult to the people that I knew it would hurt. Who am I talking about? I knew the cholos. I knew the wannabe crybaby level 10 soldados were going to get in their feelings. I knew it, right? I knew that they were going to say, Blue Devil, you're backing up the black girl before you back up the raza? Blue Devil, you threw us under the bus for the black people? Blue Devil, you don't back up the homies? Blue Devil, blah, blah, blah. Blue Devil hates us. Blue Devil, man, shut the fuck up. I knew that was going to happen. So that's why I said it. Do I really feel like that? Dog, when I went to Capone's house, one of his houses, I was like, damn, dog. That fool lives outside that fool has a building in a high rise, right in the middle of downtown LA, homie, looking at all these fucking buildings and rich motherfuckers, right? King Little G, iced out like a motherfucker, homie, when he came over here, right? I could keep going, bro. There's a list of homies that got a gang of bread. Okay, a gang of bread. But I said this because who I'm referring to is the washed up forklift drivers. Okay, washed up forklift drivers that ain't got no money. And I know they ain't got no money because I know them. And I've been around them since the early 2000s. Okay, the ones that got money, that's not who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about our legends. I'm not talking about our self-made Chicano rappers. I'm talking about those dudes that think they're popping because they're outside in front of a camera promoting $40 fucking promo ads. That's who I'm talking about. Those ain't got no money. Or if you got a chain from the label and somehow you think you're famous. No, bro. That's who I'm talking about. But I did it with the intentions of getting a reaction, and I got a reaction. But it's not to throw the raza underneath the bus or to back up the blacks. The blacks are the homies. The Mexicans are the homies. Cut it out. Cut it out. You know what I mean? Cut it out. But that is considered clip farming, which means that you're doing something with the intentions of clipping it because you know you're going to get a reaction. Okay? And who else to do it with? Who better else to do it with? You feel me? So I just wanted to get out the way because I knew people were gonna cry. Instead of these fucking crybabies being happy, realizing that I'm putting a genre that only a few know about on a mainstream level, right? Think about this, right? Ebony Mystique don't know what the fuck Chicano rap is, and neither do her fans, right? She got about 400,000 followers on YouTube, right? On Instagram, right? She collab tagged the post. Now, everybody that done seen it on her page that didn't know about Chicano rap is gonna see it and say, "What the fuck is Chicano rap? Why is this little fat motherfucker dissing Chicano rap? What is that?" Now they're gonna go type in Chicano rap, and now you might gain some new fans. You might not, but it's just the fact that I just put that word Chicano rap in front of 300,000 people, and they still fucking cry, and they still fucking cry. Bro, nobody was talking about Chicano rap till I brought it back from the dead. I don't give a fuck what you say. Not LA Icon, not any other fool page. Nobody was talking about Chicano rap until I brought that shit back from the dead. Okay? Now everybody knows what the fuck it is, homie. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. And those are facts. Those are facts. So there you go. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Let's move on to the next piece of news. What else we got? Let me see. All right, we got Bozo. Bozo in the building. All right. Salute to Travis. That's my boy right there, Travis Ford. Salute to Travis Ford. He gon' pull up again. And the homie said he's open to pull up whenever we need somebody to fill in. But I told that fool, you can't be drunk like that, fool, you know? And he was like, nah, fool, I was just feeling myself. I was having a good time, so, I turned up. But next time he goes, I'll keep it to a level. All right, let's go. Here we got Bozo has a public service announcement for podcasters, bloggers, and the message is don't bring me on if you want to talk beef. All right. Here is what he said. I'm making it clear to any podcast or bloggers here today. Don't bring me on if you want to talk about beef. I'm done with the beef. I'm not going against no law enforcement agencies over these men. One guy put me in his indictment and the other got my boy indicted. Your mouth is so reckless. You intentionally attract the law for a advantage. I'm too smart for all the smoke and mirrors. Emoji, 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 emoji. Hashtag goon talk. Let's get to this money. Blue team, say less. All right, look. Let me break it down. Let me break it down. He's talking about G Face and Swifty Blue. All right. Why is he talking about those two characters? G Face put Bozo inside of an indictment. If you guys don't recall, G Face got busted for some federal charges, including money laundering and finessing or scamming, whatever that's called, right? And inside the indictment, he stated that Bozo was watching his house and Bozo wanted to hurt him and his family. Okay. Now, that didn't stick. That didn't work. Okay. I remember that day clearly. I don't want to say nobody's name. A big time YouTuber, super huge, hit me up direct and said, "Hey, you know Bozo? Let him know I got the paperwork on G Face and Bozo name in there. Tell that fool to act quick because they might raid his house tomorrow in the morning, because it was fresh." I blew him up. I go, "Hey, here's the PW. This fucking big time YouTuber that exposes rats, asked me to hit you, fool." Boom. Bam. Made the connection. I thanked the YouTuber. Boom. Right? Done deal. Bozo was not implicated as far as like the cops following through, but just being put in that black and white, that's scary, homie, because they could have easily followed through, on the he say she say, So salute to the homie that hit me and salute to Bozo for not getting locked up, I guess. All right, the second person he's talking about is Swifty. He said, "Your mouth is so reckless, you intentionally attract the law." Right? "I'm too smart for that," he says. "You put my homie away." 19 men got put away because of Swifty Blue. You know, 19 people got put away because of Swifty Blue, and I guess one of them could have been allegedly a close friend of Bozo. So, hey, listen, I feel the same way. I feel the same way that Bozo feels. No more. No more going back and forth, bro. For what? For what? I'll tell you guys like this. I had a post. I have a post up on Instagram right here on this page, and somebody clipped it of me doing this, where we're talking about the news and Swifty Blue, right? And somebody clipped it, right? Somebody clipped it. So fucking, and somebody clipped it, and Swifty Blue commented in the chat. I'm not gonna say what he commented because I'm not gonna dry snitch, but he commented something that I felt right away was a cry for help, and also was like everybody, look, if something happens to me, this is what it is. So I went ahead and just put him on the block list. I said, "Look, bro, you got a lot going on. Don't come over here and try to like play with me because I'm not trying to get put on no black and white. I don't want to be part of that circus. I don't even know you. Stay away from me. So I put him on the block list, bro. Bam. All right. I put him on the block list. Why? Because, bro, look what just happened. You want me to argue with you? For what? You want me to argue on the internet so that way people could forget about what's going on and they could focus on me and you? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You want to argue with me to try to use me as a scapegoat? Get the fuck out of here. You want to use me and argue with me and maybe they're watching you and now they're watching me? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Who are you? Who are you? I don't know you or I know who what? All I know is that I'm reading the headlines. I'm reading the shit that's accessible to the public. That's all. That's all, bro. Don't text me. Don't comment. Don't fucking send me a DM. Nothing. All I know is that I'm reading the headline that has your name on it, and you're a rapper. That's all. I don't know nothing more and nothing less. It is crazy, bro. It is fucking crazy, homie. Fucking block list. Fucking wild. It is crazy. Mike Jones, save your empty threats in the comments. I don't give a fuck how many guns you have. Facts, right? Big facts. But it's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy how somebody could have that much going on and still want to argue with other people. Like, homie, you got so much hanging over your head right now and you want to continue. You haven't learned your lesson. You're not that smart to figure out, damn, dog. Look at everything that's going on because of my fucking mouth. And I'm still gonna continue. That's why you can't feel bad for people like that, bro. How could you feel bad for somebody like that, homie? His actions, his mouth got him in trouble. Now he got 19 people in big trouble, right? And instead of learning the lesson and saying, I need to fix this because I don't want to get more people in trouble, you're going to continue to go and talk and yell and make videos talking about 10,000, there's no paperwork on me, 10,000. Fool, get off the internet. Get off the internet. Turn that shit off. Get off the internet. What is wrong with you, bro? That's some advice right there. That is advice. Get off the internet. BD, you're live on your official account. Which one? This is the official account. Let me see. I'm live on Twitch. I seen a video of John Diesel speaking highly of him. That's because he only knows what he met. He met a cool dude, probably. You know what I mean? He met him under certain circumstances, and he's probably cool with him that way. But he doesn't know the ins and the outs or like what's going on in the back scenes or behind the scenes. He don't know that. You know, he don't know that. This fool says I'm live on my other account. Where, bro? Hold on. Let me go check. That was a premiere, fool. Vato. That was a premiere notification, dog. That's not a fucking live, my boy. Okay. We are not paying no mind to a grown man calls himself John Diesel. I like John Diesel. He's he the times that I spoke to him, he's a real cool dude. But I think he don't know the ins and the outs of what's really going on, like behind the scenes. So he's only looking at it from what he's been seen, what he's seen. You feel me? Yeah, it's just a notification for the reaction. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna switch the time on it to 2:30 because I'm probably gonna be here till 2:30. All right, give me a minute. Oh, no, just leave it. Who gives a fuck? All right, let's move on to the next piece of news. I feel the same way Bozo does. I don't want no problems. I don't want no trouble. Leave me out of it. I don't know you. I don't care. None of this shit. So salute to Bozo. Think about it, bro. Okay, before we move forward, think about it, right? Think about it. You're Bozo, right? And here comes this little kid that's not on your level in any fashion, form, or anything, right? Bozo, believe me when I tell you, bro, he was one of those guys back then. He really was outside when you were supposed to do things, not just claiming the fame, not just getting tacas or tattoos on your face. He was outside playing the game, right? A lot of these new rappers, they just talk a good one, bro. They talk a real good one. You know what I mean? But back then you had to be all right. Hold on, King Ever, no girlfriend, no kids. Anything all about YouTube. So what? The fuck you worried about me for? The fuck you worried about me for? You sound like a weirdo, bro. You think I give a fuck who you got or what you're doing? You're fucking weird. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Poor guy, homie. You're listen. It's crazy you know that because you think you know, but you don't. But it's just following me around. You sniffing my ass. Get the fuck out of here, bro. So let's get back to what I was saying, right? Back to what I was saying about Bozo, right? So you got this little kid coming at you, talking about he's gangster and he's gonna fuck you up and watch when I see you, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. You've really been in the trenches. You've really been to prison. You've really been to jail. You've really been out here fucking shit up. And you got this little ass kid, right, talking shit. Now you start talking shit back. You start running your mouth, talking shit to him, blah blah blah. You don't know what this fool really got going on, right? Now you're put in a indictment because you fucked him up or you beat him up and blah blah blah. Now you're in paperwork because they want to murk this guy, and because you're a Southsider or this or that. Now you're involved in that shit, and you could probably be like, "What the fuck? I didn't even know." I'm just fucking that fool because he's a bitch. But now they threw me into this indictment because we're all under the same flag. Man, fuck that, bro. Stay away. Stay the fuck away. Stay the fuck away. It's like when they get when they do the what is that shit called, Baby Blue Dramatic? When they you can't kick it in the hood with all the homies. What is that shit called, fool? Where they come and put a what's that shit called, dog? Where more than three people can't kick it together? Is it an indictment? What's that shit called? Injunction. Okay. It's like when they have an injunction, right? And just say you're from a hood, right? But you're no longer fucking around. Now you moved, you're not fucking around, but the homies get picked up for an injunction. Now you're part of it. And you're like, fuck, fool, like I haven't gangbanged in 10 years. But because you fall under that flag, now you gotta deal with the shit that the homies are going through. If the homies get picked up for murder, you going for murder too. You going for murder too. And you're like, what the fuck? What was I? What I do? Well, you belong to the same gang. Well, I haven't gang banged in 20 years. Don't matter. Don't matter. Everybody getting charged together. Or an indictment, whatever, fool. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know? That's fucked up, dog. That is fucked up. So yeah, don't beef with nobody. Baby Blue Dramatic says, my brother got hit with that shit. Homies got busted just for the baby blue rag. See what I mean? Yeah, fuck all that, dog. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Stay away. Stay away. No more beef. So when people in the chat be like, oh, fool, you're a bitch. Fool, stop it, dog. Just go away. Go show me. All right. Let's move on. Salute to Bozo. That fool's been A1 since day one. All right, I posted this the other day. The USA bombed Iran. Okay. USA bombed 3 Iran facilities. Let me read it to you. Trump announces that the U.S. has completed a successful attack on 3 Iran nuclear sites. U.S. president to address nations says now is the time for peace after full payload of bombs dropped on the underground photo site. Now, look, today, Iran striked a USA embassy, I believe, right? And people say we're about to go to war. No, I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. That's their revenge. That's their get back. You got us, we got you. Now I feel that now because we're even, now we can sit down and talk about it, right? But I heard, and I don't want to say I heard like you know how the dropouts be saying, yeah, I heard because some important person called me and told me about this. No, I heard through one of these media sites that Iran notified, you know, USA and told them, hey, we're about to strike over here, so get everybody out. You know, get everybody out. They only did it to appease the Iran citizens. You know. Oh, that's it. Trump already said he's going to let it slide. Oh, see, I told you. So it was just revenge, bro. So that way Iran wouldn't look weak. You know, so Iran could look like they did their get back. And I don't talk about politics. It's just from the outside looking in, the little bit that I saw, it just seems like it was a little get back move. Now we can move forward. What's up? What's up? Lintonero says, whatever the chat says is not reflect on Blue Devil. Thanks, like, and subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very true. Very true. All right, let's go with the next piece of news. Lil Brazy did not pull up for the second time. The first time he had something stopped him from pulling up, like a court date or something, or they didn't give him permission to leave the city or something. So I'm cool, whatever. We straight. But the second time, he recently got signed to a record label out here. I'm not gonna tell you which one, but we locked him in. When was he supposed to come? Sunday. Another cancel. Travis is tripping in the chat. Oh, this fucking fool. This fool stupid. This fool stupid. All right, so look. We had him in for this past Friday. And then he goes, let's reschedule for Sunday because he wanted to come like 10 p.m. I go, fuck no, I can't do no 10 p.m. I got shit to do, homie. Right? Sunday, 4 o'clock. All right, cool. He calls me Sunday morning at 10 in the morning and goes, hey, fool, I don't know who those 2 guys in the flyer are. Can you take them off? I don't want to promote nobody. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he goes, the 2 dudes in the flyer, I don't want to give nobody no clout. I go, those 2 dudes in the flyer are giving you clout. What are you talking about? I go, I'm one of them, and the other one's the one that's been speaking up for you to pull up. Right? Oh, that's you? I go, yeah, fool, I'm the one with the ski mask. He goes, all right, well, just keep it me and you. I go, fool, the other fool's the one that's been putting in the good work for you. I go, but I'll get to it later. Don't trip. I'll take it down, right? All right, cool. But then, like, right at 3 p.m., like, no, like at 2 p.m., like right before they were set to pull up, I get a call. I get a call from the manager of the little boy. Even though I already had spoke to the little boy directly, we already had locked it in. Everything was set in stone. Everything was cool. I get a call directly from the manager on the group chat, and they were requesting something in particular, right? I'm like, what? Dog, we already had everything lined up. What the fuck are you talking about? Now they're requesting something. I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm like, nah, homie. And they were like, well, it's because last night we got signed to a record deal. So the record deal, the record label told us that we gotta do it this way. I said, all right, I know that record label. I'll call the direct CEO myself. Let me call the CEO. I go, yo, you signed so and so? Yeah, we signed them. All right, what's the deal? Fool, I had them locked in for 4 p.m. All of a sudden now they're requesting this. Do I gotta cancel or are they pulling up? The CEO says, hold on, let me figure it out. I'll call you back. All right. About 20 minutes later, the CEO calls me back. They're in Utah. They're not even down here. Fool, I just talked to them. They're somewhere in LA. What you talking about? Nah, fool, they're in Utah. I said, I get it. Right? I go, I get it. Don't trip, right? And then the CEO goes, hey, you got some videos up that are sort of fucked up, bro. I thought you was the homie. I said, hey, fool, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Right? So in all true reality, they were just playing games. Or once they signed to that record label, the game started. I ain't playing no games. I'm cool. I don't need that shit. I was doing this motherfucker a favor. You know? Now the Southsider's on his head. You know? I ain't tripping. I was gonna clear his shit up right here. You know, crazy trying to run game on facts. For you're not running no game on me, homie. Straight up. Running no fucking game. So that's where we left it at. So I said, you know what? I was telling the homie, I go, we could go in. We could go in on this young cat and really, really fuck with his character. But truthfully, I'm not the type of guy fool that I'm not a spiteful motherfucker. You know, I'm not a spiteful ass fool. I'm not a I'm not like a type of dude that'll do shit out of anger like that. You feel what I'm saying? I like to think about what I'm gonna do if I'm gonna do some fuck shit. But you know what else? I thought that it could have been not only that, but I think what also added to the problems was that in the chat, him and Gravedigger were going at it, right? And I'm pretty sure somebody told him like, "Fool, those are Gravedigger's homies," right? Because in the chat, Gravedigger wrote something, and this fool goes, "Shut the fuck up, you Lego head." And then Gravedigger responded, "Oh really?" Boom. And also, I'm thinking that maybe could have been the reason, right? Maybe somebody got in the youngsters here and told them, "Hey, fool, those are Gravedigger's homies, fool. You know, they might backdoor you or do this or do that." But see, that's what happens when you talk shit for no reason. That could have been too. I don't know. I'm aiming more towards the record label try to play games and shit, you know. But he called Gravedigger a fucking Lego head. Salute to my boy, Diego. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
I have buchona on this side and then I have a butterfly on this side.
Wait, what does buchona mean?
So in Mexico, buchona means like the wife of a narco.
You're a wife of a narco?
No, but I would love to. Well, actually, tea. Let me clock you guys in on some tea. So El Chapo Guzman, he sends me money every month. Yeah. So y'all better be careful.
No, you better be careful, okay? Those are people you don't play with. Now look. Let me explain. I seen the video, Big Vic. Let me explain something real quick, all right? And not to be a chismoso, but we are a media outlet, and we're bringing the news and the media to the internet, right? Jenny 69 done left her man or something, right? Her husband. And ever since she left her husband, she's been in the media a lot. You know, she's been everywhere, you know, with all kinds of different people. Now she's at the Bop House, or, you know, the Spanish version. She was Oblivion. Then she was doing interviews with the full community. Then she was with Compa Foco. Then she did like a little skit with the guy that took down 19 homies. She's all over the place right now. And I recall back in the day, she did a interview where she said, if you're trying to have a career and be successful, you can't have a man that's going to hold you back because your man will hold you back, right? That's the advice she was giving young women. If you want to be successful in music or anything in life, if you have a man that does not do what you say, he will hold you back. Basically, you need a mandilon, right? You need a mandilon. So I'll tell you this. What happens in the end when her career doesn't go anywhere? What happens in the end? You lose the family, you lose the husband, you lose the kid, and you're stuck with a career that didn't go nowhere. And what's crazy is that she's not young, bro. She's in her 30s already. She's in her 30s. You're in your 30s and you're with hyenas that are in their 20s. Like all those hyenas in the back, they're all little girls, fool. They're all like 18, 19, 20, 21. you know. And look, everybody's going to live their life however they want, dog. I wish all the success in the world for her. I'm not hating whatsoever. I hope she get her bread. I hope she get it. But in the end, fool, if it doesn't come, what's next? Right? Think about it. She's at the highest of the highest. She's with Jaylene Ojeda, which is a big name when it comes to this content creation shit, right? She's with Oblivion, one of the biggest. So, what's the next step? Where could you possibly go to? I mean, like A-star celebrities? That would never happen. Why would you be around people like Floyd Mayweather or like people around 50 Cents or people around like the baby, who else? Young Thug. Like those are like what you call A-list celebrities, right? You're not gonna be around them. You reach the pinnacle of who you could be around with. So if you don't use this to your advantage to blow up, what's the next step? That's why people be like, hey, fool, you should go do an interview with No Jumper. You should go do an interview with so and so. Not yet. Relax. Because when I get there, what's next? When I go there, what's next? I got cloud tokens, but I'm not going to turn them in quite yet, dog. I'm saving my cloud tokens for when something big happens. I'll go and I'll drop them in the machine, and bam, that shit'll get me to the next level. Pep says OnlyFans. I don't think she has. She has an OnlyFans, but I was told she don't do nothing. I was told she don't do nothing. Hey, we need 100 likes. We got 65. Everybody run up the likes real quick. Everybody run up the likes real quick. I need everybody to run up the likes real quick. Pinks posted that Jaylene Ojeda already dropped Jenny for weird activities. Yeah, she did. I seen that today too. I seen that this morning. It's because I'll tell you why though, fool. Jenny's older. She's in her 30s. And hanging around a bunch of little girls, it doesn't work out, fool, because your mind is different. Like Jenny 6ix9ine, her mind is more like adultish, right? She's more of like a grown adult. And then you're hanging with kids that think like little mocosos. So there's going to be like, we don't agree, we disagree type shit, and that turns into problems. So in all true reality, I saw a video where this morning Jaylene was like, I'm done with her, blah, 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 this, and that. So where do you go from here, bro? OnlyFans? That's about it. That's about it. I mean, what else is there to do? Music? Obviously, it didn't take her nowhere because she's not doing it no more. Obviously, it wasn't making enough money. And not to pocket watch, but what's left? OnlyFans, dog. A forklift driver. You know, this fool lefty. She's making bank from just showing her feet. Damn. How much you pay her, fool? How much you pay her, fool? How much you pay her, big dog? For the feet pics. Take care of her, BD. I already take care of something else that I wish I didn't. Plug talk for 200 bones. Fuck, what the fuck, bro? All right, let's move on subjects. Let's move on subjects. I don't really care about this or this. Let's go with this. Canelo Alvarez is in talks with the WWE for an appearance, maybe even in a ring role. Could you imagine him full wrestling? I could. I can already picture him being a wrestler. But what do you do though? When you already beat the game of boxing, you already got the trophies, the awards, the fucking. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Fuck it. Try to get some more money. Try to get some more money. All right, look. We've been on for 1 hour, 57 minutes. I need everybody to click on this link real quick. I need everybody to go watch this. I'm gonna head out. I'll see you guys. Reactions today at 4:30 right here, and then I'll go live again around 7 p.m. All right, we'll go live around 7 p.m. We'll do like a 3 hour live. So go ahead and click on that link. Go watch that video. It's up right now. It's about to be up in a few minutes. It premieres at 2 p.m. Go watch that video, and I'll see you guys tonight's live at 7.